my name is Nin Nitro, and the long wait is finally over. Hytale is here, and Mac users were not left behind. Now, I know it is a little unprofessional of me to have the window tab above right here, but I really wanted to drive home that I am indeed on Mac. In this video, I wanted to show the first 10 minutes of gameplay just to show how well Hytale runs on a Mac. I'll be offering some tips and tricks for those who aren't on Mac and are just interested in Hytale, so I hope that you find my tips and tricks helpful. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start up a new exploration world and call it Hytale on Mac. I know, super original. Let's get it going. So I am going to be showing things like the debug menu to just show you how smooth things are and to show you some other specs. But here we are in the Emerald Wilds, first gate of the Echo in the spawn cave. That's what I'm calling it. That's probably not the official name, but every exploration world that you start up, you do start in this spawn cave. Now, you do use F to interact, which I am gonna have to get a little used to, as the right and left click on the mouse is for the unique combat. So as a veteran Minecraft player, you may be tempted to go and punch a tree. However, this is taking a long time and I don't recommend that. What I do recommend is finding these shrubs. Go ahead and start punching these because you're gonna need the plant fiber and sticks from these. You're gonna want to get quite a bit of these for your first crude weapons and tools. Next, you're gonna want to find some rubble. So you just go around and punch some rubble, and you should be able to find these around the spawn cave fairly easy. Get a little bit more rubble here. Alrighty, now that we have all the resources that we need, let's go ahead and hit tab and open up the inventory and crafting, and go ahead and craft a crude sword, crude hatchet, and crude pickaxe. Now I'm gonna arrange my hotbar to my liking, and you can shift click all of your items as well. There's a little bit more rubble and some shrubs in here as well. I'm gonna just go around and collect. Now we can go do the traditional thing. However, there's one thing that I'd like to point out that I really love about Hytale: built-in tree capinator. And I hope that I'm saying that right, but you know what it is that I'm talking about. Let's open up this debug menu here with F7 twice, and we can take a look at the smooth 50 frames per second, and you can take a little look at some of the other specs that I have here. And if you didn't believe me that I was on a Mac, the GPU right there, Apple M3 Pro, should clear up any more of that confusion. So let's chop down a tree and just show you it's all smooth. Now, any hitching or hiccups that you do see throughout this video, if any at all, is primarily due to me using Streamlabs to record this instead of something like OBS, and Streamlabs is a bit more intensive. I haven't really run into any of these little hiccups or hitches, lag spikes, whatever you want to call them, while I'm just playing Hytale alone and not recording, so just keep that in mind. I feel like anybody who is using an M series Mac is going to have a good time on Hytale. It is also available on Intel Macs. I haven't gotten around to trying it out yet, but I'm sure that it will run pretty smooth as well on those. Let's go ahead and collect some stone here next, as we are going to need these for the workbenches. Alrighty, we got some stone. I did want to show off something that I find really cool. If you hit V, you can change your perspective, and if you hold C, you can get the YouTuber perspective, is what I'm gonna call it. And honestly, I really love this free cam type approach for this. But let me show off this really cool feature of exploration, which I think that Hytale is a primary like exploration and combat based game. So let's show off this. You can jump 2 blocks and then you can mantle 3, which is so cool. And you can just mantle in general. So yeah, exploring in Hytale is really fun and super easy. I am kind of just keeping an eye out for some cows or another mob that will drop some hide, because we are going to want to craft a crude bedroll. Let's collect a little bit more logs here, and maybe just a bit more stone. I have been waiting for Hytale for, oh gosh, probably almost 11 years now. I've been so excited for this game, and I'm so glad that it released on Mac, because there is this common misconception that Mac can't handle games, but that's just not the case anymore, especially with M series Macs. Honestly, getting a very playable experience. Before we get too carried away here, this is like almost a full little base right here. And yes, you can loot up. Oh, the music just got really intense there. Let's go ahead, clean up this place just a little bit more, and let's actually start crafting a chest, a workbench, and a builder's workbench. Let's just plunk that right there. That works. Let's put this builder's workbench right here and a workbench right here. This will allow us to craft some more weapons, such as the amazing daggers, and then a bow and some arrows. And the crafting recipes for all of these is very accessible early game, which is super nice. Now, when you want to make some more things in the workbenches, they are locked away, as you do need to upgrade the workbench. This reminded me a lot of Lego Fortnite, and I honestly don't have a problem with that. I didn't mind the leveling up system for workbenches in Lego Fortnite. It was more of just like the grind in the early game of Lego Fortnite to get to the workbenches, but the upgrading system is a nice progression feature. Now, a cool thing about these daggers are the movement that they offer and just the speed at which you're able to attack. They're amazing. And you can block. That's why interact is not left click, as it is for the combat system. Now, I'm not seeing any cows or animals that are going to drop hide, so we are going to explore. Exploring in Hytale is made really easy because of the map, and you can see where spawn is right here. You can set waypoints so you won't ever get lost, and the compass will show you where your waypoint is. This is just so nice to be able to have this much map explored, so you can really get a good idea of where you should head off towards next. Hytale is kind of like a modded Minecraft experience, except you don't have to load up all these mods to get this experience, which is super nice. And then you can even add more mods on top of this, so it's like a modded Minecraft experience as the base game, and then you can stack on other mods, which is just, it's just so cool. I may be glazing this game a little bit, but that's simply because I've waited such a long time to actually be able to play, and yeah, no, I'm really digging this. Let us go explore here. I'm gonna leave a marker here. There we go. There, now we have a marker set, and let's go exploring for some cows, some pigs, anything that's gonna drop some hides so we can make the crude bedroll. Let's do a little combat here. The combat systems are amazing in this game. Definitely the primary focus is exploration and combat, which I'm not complaining about. I actually really like that. Oh my gosh, pigs, little piggies. Now, you do have to be careful when it comes to fighting pigs, cows, as they do fight back. Like hogs, they will kick, cows will kick you. So it's a little bit of a mix-up from the traditional Minecraft experience of being able to chase livestock and them not fighting back, which I think changes the pace up a little bit. Here's a cow. The cow will kick, so watch out. Oof. Gotta look out for that one. But the daggers are just so fast. Alrighty, we have enough to make a crude bed and a crude torch. A crude bed, a campfire, so let's craft a campfire, crude torch. Now, the cool thing about the torches are they light up in your offhand, and when you hit Z, you have this little scroll wheel, so you can add multiple items here, which is so cool. We're gonna have the torch here, because why not? Let's head back to the spawn cave thing, as I do like using it as like your first starter base, as spawn is already located on the map, so it's really easy not to get lost, and you can set down markers as well, so wherever you want to go. As we're heading here, I did want to mention how I wanted to release this video on the 13th. However, I ran into some audio technical difficulties and I was unable to release the day one launch video. But any naysayers out there, I did upload the no commentary gameplay, and I'll have that linked in the description, just so nobody can't say that, oh, I wasn't OG. I did want to kind of just show off that yes, this does light up. You can kind of tell a little bit here. But let's head back to the little cave and kind of set up a bit more of our little base here. Let's grab this campfire and let's make the crude bedroll. Let's tuck this off in the corner right here. Oh, didn't want to do that. Whoops. Let's get that placed right. There we go. Put that right there. And then let's put this campfire, let's just put it right there. You know, so then the smoke goes out through there. And let's actually cook up some meat here. And the animations are just so fire. Pun definitely intended. Ran out of fuel there. There we go. Now we have the meat. Let's go ahead and eat some meat here. Yes, there is eating animations, which are pretty fun. And this is, of course, how you get your health back. So there we have it. The first 10-ish minutes of Hytale on Mac. If anybody who is on Mac and is interested in picking up Hytale, I definitely recommend it. It's honestly a really solid experience. If you did find this video helpful and you do want more Mac-related Hytale content, do like and subscribe. And if you need help downloading Hytale on Mac, I will be leaving a video linked in the description teaching you how to do that. This has been Hytale. Hopefully the tips and tricks helped out those who are starting Hytale for the first time. I want you to have a fantastic rest of your day, night, or whatever it is that you're watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.